she made me realize that our culture tends to default to whiteness and that yellow emoji is white.
Yo guys, what's good? Welcome back to a brand new video. Yes, today we are talking about emojis. Yes, we have hit a point where emojis have now become racist. Not the other emojis that have skin tones to them, the one emoji that actually is supposed to be neutral. And it's not like some obscure YouTuber made a video on this, like giving their opinions. Some journalist genuinely made an article about this.
We heard from people earlier opting for the yellow one to not get race involved for some people, or to not maybe promote their whiteness.
I'm not gonna play the rest of her audio portion because I don't like listening to her talk, to be honest, but I'll read part of her article, and it's almost like a woke teenager wrote it. Which skin color emoji should you use? The answer can be more complex than you think. After another look at Twitter data, Andrew McGill, the writer for The Atlantic, found that some white people may stick with the yellow emoji because they don't want to assert their privilege by adding a light skin emoji to a text or take advantage of something that was created to represent diversity. I thought the entire point of making different skin tones for emojis was supposed to be about diversity. Also, the last thing you should use for data is Twitter. That is like one of the worst places to use for any sort of reliable data. Alexander Robertson, an emoji researcher at Google, and okay dude, honestly, if your article had any sort of credibility, it's completely gone the moment you mention that there's something called a fucking emoji researcher. I'm not even gonna read the rest of that. There was a default in society to associate whiteness with being raceless, and the emojis gave white people an option to make their race explicit. I completely hear some people are just exhausted from having to do that. Many people of color have to do that every day and are confronted with race every day. But for many white people, they've been able to ignore it, whether that's subconsciously or consciously, their whole lives. Honestly, I highly doubt, unless you're like an avid Twitter user, I highly doubt that anybody, whether you're a white or a person of color, I really doubt you're like, oh, which emoji do I use? This one. I genuinely don't think anybody gives a shit. Honestly though, if you could think this far into choosing whether you should use your own skin color for an emoji or just the fucking yellow one, you really need to go outside. That's about it. If you guys enjoyed, thank you for watching, and come back for the next.